I'm Jennifer and I'm so happy you're here because today we're going to be making my very favorite recipe for homemade candied pecans. I have everything set out and we are ready to put these candied pecans together. It only takes minutes to mix them up and get them in the oven. I have 3 egg whites here and I just took these out of a carton. It's about 3 tablespoons. I have 4 cups of pecan halves and we're going to set the egg whites and the pecan halves aside and take a bowl and start adding our other ingredients. We're going to add sugar, cinnamon, and I'll have the full recipe below so you can easily put this together. We have some cayenne pepper, which is an unusual ingredient, but it really adds a lot to this recipe. And we have some salt and brown sugar. Now I have a little trick. If you don't know about the brown sugar, it can get really hard really quick once you bring it home and open it. So you can put in the package a slice of bread or some crackers. I just put this little tortilla in mine, just part of a tortilla shell. I ripped it off and put it in the bag and closed the bag back up after I had opened it and used it. And my brown sugar was starting to get hard and lumpy, but I just put this half of a tortilla in there, and a couple days later I took it out and my brown sugar was soft as can be and just like new. So if you don't have bread or crackers, a tortilla shell will work just as well. Mix up all of the powdered ingredients and then we'll set these aside. Our dry ingredients are all mixed, so I'm going to just set them right here beside me, and then I'm going to take my 3 egg whites. You can just use egg whites from regular eggs, but I find the ones in the carton work really well and they're so convenient just to measure out. So I put the 3 tablespoons of egg whites, and I'm going to use a stainless steel bowl because this reminds me of when you make a meringue for a pie. A stainless steel bowl is one of the greatest things to use. I've been trying to perfect this recipe for a really long time. I've been making these candied pecans for many years. So let me show you what I do. First of all, I take a metal whisk, and I just start beating these egg whites until they're nice and frothy. I find when I beat the egg whites until they're really soft and foamy and white, it really helps them stick and make a nice coating on the pecans. So I have the 4 cups of pecans. These are New Mexico pecans. They're some of the best in the world. They're big and they're beautiful. They're delicious. New Mexico is second to Georgia in pecan growing. So once we put the pecans into the egg whites, we're just going to toss them around nice and gently till all the pecans are coated with the white frothy egg. And as you can see, it's starting to coat all over the pecans. And we want them to be all really well coated because that's what's going to help our powdered coating to stick to the pecans. And we want them all evenly coated. Okay, the pecans are coated really nicely with the white frothy egg. And now we're going to take our dry mixture and we're going to just start putting it right over the top. I'll just pour it all in, and then we're going to gently just fold them, turn the bowl, and I like to use a nice big lightweight bowl because that makes it easier to turn the pecans and get a really nice coating on every last pecan. I know a few of my friends say pecans, and I'm thinking of you right now, but I grew up in Ohio, and in Ohio, everybody says pecans, so that's what I'm used to saying. But you'll enjoy this recipe just as much, no matter how you pronounce it. Okay, now you can see we have a complete, beautiful coating of all of the dry ingredients right on the pecans. Now, wasn't that easy? It was so simple. Now it's time to put this on a parchment lined tray. Just pour the pecans on the tray and try your very best you can scrape out anything that's in the bottom and make sure you get all of that delicious coating on your pecans. Try to get them in a nice single layer the very best you can. I have my pecans all spread out on a single layer on the parchment paper. I've tried so many different things with this recipe to try to improve on it and make it better. I've even tried putting foil on my baking sheet to see if that would work, the non-stick foil. It works pretty well, except the pecans seem to get done quicker and they seem to have a little bit of a burnt taste to them when they're done. So parchment paper or a baking mat is the very best way to go. Let's get these to the oven. Our oven is preheated to 350. Now we're going to get our candied pecans into the oven. We're going to put them in for 30 to 40 minutes, and we're going to take them out about every 15 minutes, and we're going to turn them over and stir them. The pecans have been in for 15 minutes. Now it's time to take them out and turn them over. At this point, they look nice and foamy and fluffy. Just take your spatula and lightly turn them, stir them a little bit, and then carefully, you don't want to knock the coating all off, then just carefully lay them back down into place and do the best you can to get them into a single layer. Just stir them around the best you can, nice and carefully. I remember as a child going to the candy counters at all of the department stores. The nice department stores always had candy counters with nuts, all sorts of different kind of bridge mix and special candy coated nuts. You could buy them by the pound. Okay, now we've stirred them all around and put them back into a single layer. It only took just a minute, and now we'll get them back in the oven to finish the baking. Our pecans are looking great. We'll put them back for 15 minutes more. The pecans just came out of the oven after about 33 minutes. I'm going to give them another quick stir, real careful to not knock the coating off, and then I'll put them back into a single layer to let them cool. This will help prevent them from sticking together. I love making these candied pecans every year. They're tremendously delicious and they stay for days in an airtight container. They're perfect for gift giving. I love to put them in a cute little decorative bag and tie a bow at the top, or put them in a little Christmas container that I get at the Dollar Tree. They're just perfect, and my friends and family all love them. I would be so happy if you subscribe, hit the notification bell and the thumbs up button, and be sure to try these candied pecans. I know you'll love them too. They're super easy and super delicious. I'll see you next time.